All right, let's talk about brain exercises. And I mean, we're going way beyond the usual read more, do some puzzles advice. We're actually going to build your very own cognitive toolkit, and it's going to be filled with 7 really powerful exercises designed to make your brain sharper, faster, and way more focused.
Now you might be sitting there thinking, hey, my mind is already pretty sharp, and that's awesome. But let's just start with a fun little challenge here. What if we could push those cognitive abilities even further? See if we can unlock some potential you didn't even know you had. So here's the deal. We're going to frame each exercise as a specific tool for a specific job. And the reason this works is because of this incredible thing called neuroplasticity. It's a fancy word, but all it means is that your brain can literally rewire itself. It can build new connections and strengthen old ones based on what you do. So, think of this as us building your personal mental workout routine. Every single tool we add is going to actively help reshape your brain for peak performance.
Okay, let's dive right in. Our first set of tools. You can think of these as the precision instruments in our toolkit. They are designed specifically to boost your processing speed and your ability to concentrate. Our first tool is called the Schulte table. It was actually developed by a psychiatrist to study attention, and, well, it looks like a deceptively simple grid, but trust me, it's a fantastic challenge for your cognitive abilities. It's all about ramping up your brain's processing speed and your visual perception. Here's how it works. You see this grid of random numbers, right? Your mission is to lock your gaze onto the number right in the center. Then, and this is the tricky part, using only your peripheral vision, you have to find all the other numbers in order, from 1 all the way to 25. It is so much tougher than it sounds, and it's a brilliant workout for your focus. So, what's the point of all this? Well, the really crucial thing is that with just a little practice, this exercise directly improves how quickly your brain can take in and make sense of visual information. You're literally training your mind to see more and to process what you see faster.
Next up, we've got a tool that takes advantage of something called the Stroop effect. It might look simple, but do not be fooled. This is a super powerful workout that forces your brain to manage conflicting information, which, it turns out, is a key skill for improving your focus and control.
And this shows the conflict perfectly. Your brain is just hardwired to automatically read the word. It can't help it. But your task is to ignore that powerful impulse and, instead, name the color of the ink the word is written in. You're basically creating a little cognitive hurdle for your brain to jump over.
Yep, exactly. So if you see this, your automatic response, your brain, is screaming blue. But to win the game, you have to consciously hit the brakes and say red out loud.
You see, by forcing your brain to prioritize one piece of info, the color, over another, the word, you are actively strengthening the neural pathways that are responsible for focus, for concentration, and even for juggling multiple tasks at once. All right, let's move on. We've talked about speed and focus. Now let's see how we can build up the filing and retrieval systems in our cognitive toolkit. These next tools are all about improving your memory. This next tool is pretty fascinating. It involves temporarily taking away your primary sense, your sight, which forces your brain to work a whole lot harder and sharpen your other senses and your own internal maps. You can literally try this right now. Go ahead, just close your eyes for a second. Now, try to type your name into your phone. You can immediately feel your brain switching gears, can't you? It's suddenly having to rely on spatial awareness and touch instead of sight. So what's actually happening there is really cool. By relying on touch and memory instead of your eyes, you're strengthening your brain's internal GPS, its spatial memory, and you're improving your ability to recall information without needing those visual cues.
Okay, our next tool isn't an exercise in the way you might think. It's more of a conscious choice. It's about deciding to use your own brain instead of immediately reaching for a device to do the heavy lifting for you.
I mean, think about it. When was the last time you calculated a tip in your head? Or actually memorized a friend's new phone number? Or tried to remember a short grocery list without writing it down? These small, manual tasks give your brain the little mental reps it's so often deprived of in our tech-heavy world.
Now, the key takeaway here isn't that you should abandon technology. Of course not. It's about training your brain to be your first tool, your first resort. You're making sure your own active memory stays strong, reliable, and ready to go when you need it. All right, for our final section, we're going to focus directly on that principle we mentioned at the start, brain plasticity. These last tools aren't just about using the pathways you already have more efficiently. They're about actively forging brand new ones. We're talking about rewiring your brain's hardware from the ground up.
This one is so simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Just by switching which hand you use for everyday tasks, you force your brain to form entirely new connections.
You can think of it like this. Using your dominant hand is like driving down a familiar, well-paved superhighway. It's fast, it's automatic. But using your non-dominant hand, well, that forces your brain to get out there and start building brand new roads, creating new neural pathways as you go.
So every single time you brush your teeth, or eat your lunch, or even just use your computer mouse with your other hand, you are actively strengthening your brain structure. You're improving that communication between your mind and your body.
Okay, our sixth tool is a quick physical challenge that really strengthens that mind-body link. Try this with me. Make a peace sign with one hand and an OK sign with the other. Now switch them and switch back. Faster. It's surprisingly difficult, isn't it? And our seventh and final tool just takes this concept even further. Learn a new, complex physical skill. Think about juggling or learning a few chords on a guitar. This kind of new motor skill is like a super fertilizer for neuroplasticity. It just rapidly builds connections all across your brain.
And there you have it, your complete cognitive toolkit. You've got these 6 powerful tools right here, plus that all-important 7th one, learning a complex new skill. From the Schulte table for lightning-fast processing to blindfold the tasks for supercharged memory, all the way to using your other hand to literally build new neural pathways, you are now equipped to target specific areas for your own cognitive improvement.
This knowledge is all yours now. You have the tools, so the only question left is, what kind of mind do you want to build? Your brain's workout begins now.